Hey old soul, just over a year ago I sold everything I owned and moved to the land of Bali with my ex-husband and 3 kids. Now I live my dream life, traveling first class around the world, teaching others how to do the same. If you are ready for a life that is so abundant and free, where money flows like air so effortlessly that you don't even care because you are simply focusing on you and allowing everything to be true, then you are exactly where you need to be. Let me teach you how to be wildly abundant and insanely free. Good morning, it's a Sunday morning in May. May you have the best day. Hey, 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 hey. Oh my goodness, yesterday my friend came over and stabbed my stomach with these really incredible peptides. I don't know the scientific name behind it, but it is really incredible amino acids that our body naturally makes. And I really do think biohacking is the way. It's really, really the way, because, and it's not about not doing the inner work. The thing about this 3D reality is that our soul knows the entire journey. You know, you'll have this dream, this vision that's like, I desire to be famous or a millionaire or have a book or be on Netflix or just go and build a cabin in the woods or have a massive farm with all these animals. Like, there's so many beautiful things, or go live on a cruise ship. Like, there's all these incredible things that your soul is showing you who you are, your soul showing you who you are. But how the journey works and why you chose to incarnate in the 3D is because we have to get the vehicle, the 3D body, the dense body, to calibrate to the dream. And the thing about quantum leaping, everyone wants to quantum leap because nobody wants to accept the reality that they're in. Everyone thinks that it's about, let's, live in lack and get to the goals quickly because I can't stand my reality. We think we want all these things because we're not actually happy with the present moment. The truth is, all the money, all the fame, all the incredible things that you could ever, 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 ever possibly desire are because they are what you came to this earth to experience. But you came to this earth to experience it through the 3D body, through the vessel that you have been given by God, angels, source, universe, whatever you decide to call it. So the journey is in the unfolding of all of it. And the reason why this is side effects of quantum leaping, the side effects of quantum leaping are that your soul has always seen the way. It's written in the stars. Your path is 1,000% written in the stars. Everything, when you look at all the shifts I've had in my life, they've literally been written in the stars. They've been the time for me. Right now, Jupiter's coming into Gemini. So for the next, hey Sheena, how are you, beautiful soul? Jupiter being in Gemini for the next 12 months, and even more, the effects are going to be long lasting, is a huge transit for me because I'm a Gemini and it hasn't been a transit for 12 years. So I know the map, I know the blueprint. But here's the thing, everything in our life prepares us for the quantum leap. People often think I'll just quantum leap. The reason I quantum leap so much when I moved to Bali is because I prepared. I had to sell my house. I had to get rid of everything I owned. I literally came to Bali with nothing but a suitcase. And even when we got to the airport people were like, you need to get rid of more, even though we'd paid for extra baggage. We paid so much money for extra baggage and we still had to get rid of things. I had to throw out some of my favorite books because a quantum leap is preparation. It's preparing for the quantum leap. And what a lot of people don't realize is that you've got to clean out the cupboards to even begin to quantum leap. Now, the side effects of quantum leaping too fast are like the lotto winner. You have this 3D vehicle right now. This is your vehicle that takes you through the ethers to manifest the dream that you desire. The vehicle's old. You could literally be going through back pain that you've healed, but because this 3D reality is dense, you will be manifesting that from, it could even be a year ago. But what you have to do is stay in alignment with the soul, stay in alignment with the GPS. It's working, it's working, it's working. And understand that your past thoughts, your past feelings are manifesting your reality. But you have to keep in alignment with your soul's version of truth, because the only way we get stuck in a loop, in a pattern, in a trap, like those flies in the glass jar that cannot get out, is when we think we are our reality. We are not our reality. Our reality is past, it's old, it's an old version of us. It's old. But when we are like the things that we can manifest really, really quickly, you know, things like toothbrushes and hairbrushes and makeup, because we see it every day. If we don't believe that it's there, we're not going to see it. And so the whole journey of really making sure that we're constantly evolving and going is remembering that we are not our reality. The things that you desire are coming for you, but the journey is in the unfolding. Let me give you an example. We're going to go to the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon's locked in the GPS. The Grand Canyon will be your wildest dreams, that beautiful dream house, all the incredible things, your beautiful partner, everything. That's the Grand Canyon. Now, your soul knows you're going to the Grand Canyon. When you incarnated, you were going to the Grand Canyon, but you incarnate with amnesia. You incarnate with not knowing what is truly happening. And you have to wake up, you wake up, you wake up, you wake up. There's people along on your journey that are like, you should be a YouTuber. You should do this. You should do that. Oh my gosh, you're a great counselor. Like, people are going to send you signs and reminders because they are the mirror to what's in your psyche, what's really, 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 really you. And so you're slowly in the unfolding because your soul is already there. Your soul's already at your wildest hopes and your dreams, but the journey in this 3D plane, in this physical body, in this vehicle that is dense, is to relish in the unfolding of it. It's to relish in the remembrance of it. It's to relish in how powerful you are, but you've forgotten. It's waking up to the dream that was always yours and not doubting it one bit. If you have any self-doubt in you, it's time to close that gap, because it is an illusion and you cannot help the world. Getting stuck in the loops, looking at things going, oh, this reality is me, it's not you. You could literally have gone through a period where you felt like you were in lack, and then it's manifested 3 months later and you're feeling abundant, but your reality is reflecting lack back to you. Stay in abundance. The only prerequisite to know what's coming is who you're being. Now, getting to the side effects of quantum leaping. If we are to, put the Grand Canyon in our GPS, the Grand Canyon is there, and we are to go from our current reality right now to the Grand Canyon, and we have not prepared for the Grand Canyon. So say the Grand Canyon's really, really, really hot and you're sweltering and it makes you frustrated and you haven't dealt with the frustration in your psyche. You get to the Grand Canyon and the Grand Canyon is the worst experience of your entire life. You're hot, you're bothered, you're frustrated, you're over it, and you can't enjoy it. But on the journey to the Grand Canyon, you're driving through hot cars, you're seeing little towns, you're having moments where the car breaks down and it feels frustrating. So you master frustration. You turn frustration into joy because you're able to see frustration through a new lens of being. Then you get to the Grand Canyon and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful because I've mastered it, because I've evolved from it. This is exactly what happened with me in Bali. I live a life beyond my wildest dreams today, not because I'm living a life beyond my wildest dreams to everyone on the planet. Someone else could live my life right now and hate it. But I'm living a life beyond my wildest dreams today because I've mastered all of the lessons in my psyche to receive this life on the highest level. The first time I came to Bali, I hadn't mastered those lessons. I actually hated Bali. I thought it stunk, it was gross, it was icky. Then when I came back here, I was like, I am in love. My heart is exploding. I am expanding. I feel so in alignment with my highest path because I've mastered the lessons. Now, the side effects to quantum leaping are, if you quantum leap too fast, you won't be able to hold it. We see this all the time with the lotto winners that win the $1 million. They feel called to win the $1 million. They let go of the idea. They're detached from it, which is how we manifest. We detach from it. We don't have the illusion of time or it needs to happen now because that's lack. They manifest it, but they never obtained the lessons of wealth in their psyche. Therefore, when they manifested the $1 million, they spent it all so fast. And it goes for this saying, which is so true. And I think a lot of people complain. They're like, the rich people should give all the poor people money. But the truth is that if the rich people give all the poor people money, all of the money in the world will be back in the hands of the rich people in 3 to 5 years, because poor people don't have the capacity in their psyche to hold wealth. The journey, and I know how badly you don't want to hear this, but the journey is in the unfolding. It's in the deliciousness of life. It's in the journey to the Grand Canyon. You're going to get to the Grand Canyon or your wildest dreams and you're going to go, oh, beautiful. This is so beautiful, but it's only beautiful for a moment. It's only beautiful for a moment. The $1 million comes into your account and you feel great for a little bit, and then you go back to who you're being. That goal, that dream is not going to change everything. That changes who you are being. And that's why every single one of my programs creates the quantum leap. It prepares you for the quantum leap. It takes you to a process where you start to establish a sustainable quantum leap, because when you quantum leap, I don't want you to go back down. I don't want you to reach the top of the mountain and then have to fall all the way back down. But often this is what happens in life. You'll come to the top of the mountain, then you've got to calibrate. But a lot of my programs are like, okay, cool, you've seen a life beyond your wildest dreams. Now let's calibrate fast. Let's integrate fast. Let's get this 3D body up and running. Let's get it moving. Let's get it expanded so that you can receive a life beyond your wildest dreams. And the funny thing about the 3D body, like, think about this. Your body is the vehicle that your soul's chosen for this lifetime. You're living the same reality day in, day out, on loop, on pattern, on repeat. Your reality is keeping you stuck. The car is not moving. What do you do when a car is not moving? You take it to a mechanic. You take it to a mechanic. You take it out of its environment to get healed, to get fixed. Now, that's what my Bali retreats are all about. They take you out of your environment because you're not having the insane growth, the insane shifts in your environment, because it's the same loop, same pattern, same triggers, day in, day out. Kids are yelling, husband's saying this, yada, 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 yada. Same loop, same people at work every single day. You have to get out of the environment to heal the vehicle, to download new patterns, new programs, new way of being, so that you can therefore go back to the environment and clean it up, whether it's moving house, whether it's changing the people in your life, all of those things. But it's really important that you start to realize that in order to have something you've never done, you've got to be prepared to do something that you've never done, or never, you know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say? In order to have something that you've never had before, you have to be prepared to do something you've never done. You've got to get out of the environment. You've got to take your vehicle to the mechanic. You've got to shift. You've got to move. You've got to do something that's uncomfortable. The vehicle doesn't want to be moved. Sometimes it's going to be towed out because you can't even drive it. But it's time to move. It's time to shift. It's time to elevate into a new paradigm, a new world, this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place beyond your wildest dreams. There's so many exciting things coming up. I have a Bali retreat in June. If you feel the call, please reach out to me soon and we'll get the application sent to you. Another thing I'm doing right now is the 12 Universal Law Challenge. It's completely and utterly free. It is beautiful. It is powerful. It is going to change your entire life. I am doing that in celebration of my new 12-month limitless wealth transformation. I am doing this because originally I actually was doing Limitless Wealth membership. And the biggest thing that came through, I actually had a coach tell me this a few years ago. She's like, Eva, don't do memberships. And I was like, oh, I had this wound where I felt like I really, really, really had to help people that didn't have the money in their account. And what I realized through doing that membership was that if you are someone that signs up to a membership and do 1 month and then you get out, you're not getting the results. It really does take 6 to 12 months for a solid, powerful, sustainable quantum leap. You have to change everything in your being. Now, my medicine to the world is change. It is absolutely change. And I always say to everyone, if you're not ready for change, do not come to me. I have 3 mutable signs. That means I change crazily. If you look back at any of my old videos, I do not look the same. My face is constantly shape-shifting and changing all the time, because that's my gift to the world. When people come into my body like, oh my gosh, Eva, everything's changed. And I was like, yes, I told you, I warned you. I didn't invite you because you weren't ready for change. And that's often where I'm just the vehicle for that, just being in my energy. Insane change, insane timeline shifts, insane quantum leaps, but they are sustainable. My whole journey is about you holding them. If you are in a really deep holding pattern, the 6 weeks to quantum wealth is the most potent program I have for that, because that is the Black Phoenix energy. It's really, really, really potent and powerful. That's not on until March next year, so you can jump on the wait list for that. But I do have the 888 Unlock Limitless Wealth course, which is the watching the 6 weeks to quantum wealth on replay. So you can definitely get your hands on that. That is absolutely incredible. So whatever you're doing right now, whatever you're feeling into. If you're here, if you're listening to this on the podcast, on the YouTube, you know, comment. I love receiving all the comments, all the beautiful things that you guys send to me. I truly and utterly appreciate it. And if you're feeling the call to come to Bali, I invite you, because it will honestly change your life. There hasn't been one person that hasn't had massive shifts. My Bali transformation is the biggest by far. But if you are just starting, get into the 6 weeks to quantum wealth, or the limitless wealth transformation is going to be available very, very, very soon. Make sure you're on the mailing list. It's very, very affordable. It's only $888 for the whole year. You can do a payment plan of just $2 for that. That is honestly, every single month you're getting coaching, you're getting in my energy, you're getting in my field. Change will happen whether you like it or not. When you pay attention. And the truth is, people that watch my YouTubes all the time, they do have shifts, but they don't have the next level shifts with the people that invest, give the energy exchange, because energy exchange is what says to your mind, body, soul, your psyche, that you've locked it into the GPS and it's done and it's coming. And always, always, always come from a place of it's always done. Come from a place of the wish is being fulfilled. Have the most beautiful, magical, phenomenal Sunday. I love you so dearly. I see you. I believe in you. I trust you. You've absolutely got this. A light beyond your dream, wildest dreams is coming. Remember, the 3D reality is old news, and nothing is ever what it seems. Big love, wealthy old soul. Mwah.